Hi, everybody. It's Neil Walters of Neil's Videos. I just thought I'd show you my final milk build here. I'm not doing particularly great, to be honest. I'm at position 570. So again, hats off to all those that did so much better than me. A few mistakes I think I made. I still have these frames per second issues. And I know people were talking about it on the forums, and some people were saying that, like, okay, even right now, searching for connection, why do I get that all the time? I mean, like, if it's searching for an internet connection, the game's not running, I don't think, during that time. So that's got to hurt me too. And I'm actually plugged into the internet and I have high-speed internet. So I don't know why that happens. But people are talking about little tweaks, how to get your FPS up. And I will do another video later showing you how I did get my FPS up from, like, 10 or 20 up to 30 for a while. But at some point it dropped down to 20, and some people were saying if you have too many ATVs and some of them are not active, but it seems like all my ATVs are active right now. I forgot, I think I have 57 or so milk barns, give or take, and here's my production rate, which again, a lot of people are doing so much better. I'm getting 637 milk per hour. Other people are getting 800 and even 1,000, I believe, right? I think I underestimated how much money the milk would actually bring in. I know they lowered the milk for this meta build, the amount you sell the milk for, but my money has even gone up since I got rid of my candy store. So remember, my original idea was I had the two candy cane stores to basically give me cash to build my town. And I think that was still a good approach. I think I could have got rid of them a lot sooner. And then when I got rid of them, that gives me more spots for more ATVs. So everywhere I had a windmill, pretty much, I now have an ATV. I guess I still have 2 or 3 builder houses I could have gotten rid of. So I could have actually done some more ATVs. I think one thing that would have been better is if I would have had my wheat field in the middle of all my cows. And even the placement of the troughs, I think, has always been kind of weird to me. Like, for a while, this trough over here, they would come down this road and then they would drop occasionally food into it. And so I should delete that one by now because it's hardly ever getting any. This one sometimes gets some. And it, I try to make them equidistant so they choose them equally, but that's kind of a balancing game too. I did want my trees over here because of the water from the river, but sometimes it's better to have your trees closer to your barns as well, so the loggers don't have to walk as far. And sometimes, like here, I see the ATVs delivering the wood, so it could be that I still needed 1 or 2 more loggers and maybe 1 or 2 less ATVs. That's one possibility. Bottom line, I guess I really didn't care. As long as I'm in the top 600, what difference does it make, right? I mean, like I said, life is full of other things to do. It's a fun game, but I'm not going to spend 20 more hours trying to tweak it to be perfect because I guess my interest level is just not that high, to be honest. Oh, see, there's some dumb things there. Like there's things I got rid of that earlier. When I got rid of the candy canes, obviously I got rid of all the windmills, but look, I never got rid of my farm tractors. And I've heard some people say that when you have somebody there and they're sleeping, that lowers your FPS. So let's just delete the 3 farm tractors here and see if anything changes. Obviously, I'm wasting spaces on my town there. I could have more barns or more ATVs or more loggers or something by not having those guys there. And I see I don't need that silo there anymore. I should have removed that like a day ago. But I had some issues at work I had to work on the other day that took a lot of my time. So see, that didn't hardly change my frames per second at all. I noticed the best players, like I was watching Ben's video. He's I don't know his last name. He's Gala Games News channel. I think he had a dragon, and I'm not sure with the dragon. Maybe you don't need an industrial complex because I couldn't see any refineries or power plants on his town either. So I never did get a dragon to deliver my products. And so see, also I had to have 4 trucks going. I think 3 may have been enough, but well, see, right now they're all busy, right? All the trucks are gone right now. So I think I had enough inventory, though, where I could have held a few more milks, and maybe I would have not needed the 4th truck. I noticed Ben's build also, I think he had 2 wheat stands and a lot more feed mills. But I guess maybe human logic doesn't apply. But I look at all these feed mills, and I say, well, look, there's like 7 or 8 of them right now that are waiting on farmers to come deliver the wheat, or the feed. So why would I need more feed mills? That's my logic. But I know sometimes in games, the computer logic might be different than the human logic, right? So maybe there's some logic that what these ATVs are doing depends on how many of these feed mills are available, or maybe they get assigned to one of the ATVs way before the ATV gets there. See, like right now, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 feeds that are all sitting there ready to go. So I don't see why I would really need more feed mills than that. It is kind of hilarious to me when the cows go from all the way down here. They'll go up on the road and they'll go all the way over here and go to this side for their food. Oh, so back to one thing I noticed, like again, DubStepRods and Ben's games, they use a lot less roads than I do. They tend to go with that pattern where you put like one road and try to stack like 4 buildings around it, another road and 4 buildings around it. So maybe I'm wasting too much spaces on roads here as well. I mean, in theory, the roads give you speed, but maybe that speed is totally irrelevant when you're just trying to make milk, right? A few videos back, I did show you this website, TownStar or d3gaming.io, where you can check different people's place in the competition. I always put my name and my town, so I'm not trying to hide my position. So I usually put Neil in the date. That way, when I'm making videos or something, I know what which town, the town name kind of tells me what week it was. I don't have the year in there though. But I learned from him that if you click your town name here, you will get statistics specific to your town over time. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Let's look here. So the first one is total points. It would be interesting to compare, these curves to other people's curves, but see it. Mine's going pretty steadily up. I guess the point here is how fast did you get it before it started going up? If you could have built your town maybe a little faster or quicker right here and started going up sooner, that would help you in your final placement. And here's my points per hour. Why did it drop? There must have been an issue overnight. December 3rd, 4 p.m. That's probably, again, UTC time, I'd imagine. But you can see here how many points per hour. I didn't really start making probably my milk heavily until here. I was relying on those candy store canes and the sheep pens at first to get some money. So this is my points per hour, not dollars per hour. Okay. So yeah, until I built my milk barns, I wasn't hardly getting any points, right? Because that's the main thing that provides points. Why I have this drop off here, I don't understand, because it seems like my placement is still about the same as it was last night. Yeah, see, my ranking has been dropping down. So if I would have left well, who knows? If I would have left my town like it was on Tuesday and not touched it, maybe I would be better off. It's hard to say, though, isn't it? I guess other people were improving and tweaking their towns probably more than I was improving and tweaking my town. So I think that's probably why I dribbled off like that. You see, my rank at the beginning was actually really good, and that's, again, because I was using the 2 NFT candy stores to make some quick money, I guess. But that was non-milk points, but it was still points. I cannot explain why we had this drop here and then it came back up. I mean, that makes no sense to me. Again, I guess it depends on what other people are doing, right? Not just what I was doing in my game. This is comparing my rank to everybody else, right? So anyway, my rank right now is 570, and I think we got about an hour left, maybe 30, 40 minutes left. And so I think I'll be in the top 600, and that's mainly what I was concerned for. And, I'm actually thinking if they keep doing it where they have a money competition or a coin competition and then an NFT competition, I might just do the NFT competitions. It's nice to have a little break between the games, and then it's kind of fresh to go back to it instead of just hitting it hard every 2 weeks like we do now. Like I said, I really wish the games were shorter. Like, I think everybody's kind of saying that. Like, we start on Tuesday. Why does it need to go through Saturday? And again, I think they really need to have it where people only play like 30 hours or 40 hours total or something like that. That way people can start when they want, play when they want, and they don't have to worry about having it running all during the night, and if they have Windows updates going on and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.